The Delaware State Police is a division of the state's Department of Public Safety. It's an accomplished and highly competent organization responsible for many missions. Their first, that of traffic law enforcement, continues to be one of their most important. But over the years, their role has grown tremendously. Today, state troopers patrol the highways, educate the public, operate aircraft, investigate crimes, combat terrorism, and provide for the public safety in hundreds of ways. Officers from 9 state police troops have jurisdiction and provide law enforcement when called on in every town and on every road in the state. Their services are particularly vital in areas not serviced by municipal police and on the roads less traveled and the busy highways between towns. Their role has been so vital over the years, the Delaware State Police Museum has been erected to honor and display some of the artifacts related to their accomplishments.
Hi, I'm Captain Gregg Warren. What you've just seen are some glimpses of the Delaware State Police. It truly is a diverse and dynamic organization. But believe it or not, it started out as one traffic officer on a motorcycle. When automobiles first left the dirt roads and horse paths to cruise down flat, straight, concrete roads at high speeds, drivers and pedestrians soon became accident victims. So the Highway Department, soon after it was formed in 1917, implemented numerous safety measures like traffic signs and road markings. They also saw a need for traffic law enforcement. Private Charles J. McGarrigle mounted a Harley-Davidson motorcycle in service of the State Highway Department on January 1, 1920, to patrol the Philadelphia Pike in Wilmington.
The next year, there were 5 traffic officers patrolling the Philadelphia Pike, Kennet Pike, and the road between Smyrna and Dover. So traffic safety was the primary reason why state police were originally needed in Delaware. Pennsylvania formed a state constabulary in 1906 to deal with the increased crime spawned by industrialization and urbanization. Their organization became a model for the rest of the country. In 1923, C. Douglas Buck, the Highway Department's chief engineer, and August Alquist, a Pennsylvania State Police officer, organized Delaware's force and trained its first recruit class.
Although traffic safety remained a priority for the young force, an increase in rural crime and the enforcement of prohibition, among other things, kept the state police extremely busy in the 1920s. In the 30s, we began using patrol cars. Every troop got one, and the men took turns driving them in bad weather. Radios were first used in the 30s, but they were only one way. The station could call the trooper, but he couldn't respond. Patrol cars weren't equipped with two-way communication until 1945. In the 30s, the state police began taking fingerprints. The first facility, in a cell at the Penny Hill Troop, was modest, but since positive identification is crucial in criminal cases, it was a major development. Since then, the State Bureau of Identification has grown into one of the state's most important and best equipped organizations. The 40s after the war and the 50s were both periods of growth for the department. By 1960, there were 180 men on the force, and legislation had been passed to increase the number to 250.
Late in 1958, the K-9 unit was formed. The United States Air Force gave the first 3 dogs their obedience training at Dover Air Force Base, and their handlers received additional guidance at Macy's department store in New York City. In those days, Dobermans roamed the store at night. Dog teams have proven to be invaluable to police work, and today K-9 teams are assigned to every troop in the state. We started using radar to control speeding motorists in the 50s. And in 1960, the department acquired 2 fixed-wing aircraft.
One of the things that makes police work so challenging is the need to keep up, to immediately adjust to changes in society. In Delaware, the state police responded to Prohibition in the 20s, the Depression in the 30s, and World War II in the 40s. And in the 50s, we protected school children and property during the difficult processes of desegregation and school integration. And we were called into Wilmington when riots raged in April of 1968 after the assassination of Martin Luther King. We worked shoulder to shoulder with the Wilmington Police and the National Guard during the riots themselves, and then for the rest of the year under order of the governor. The department has always done its duty and has come a long way since the 1920s.
Today, road patrol units are equipped with computers and the best communications gear available. The aviation unit has become an indispensable asset that is in the air every day in helicopters and in single-engine and multi-engine fixed-wing aircraft. The scuba team performs search and rescue tasks. The SORT team is ready for the next crisis. The bomb squad's training and equipment is outstanding. Recruit training has become precise. The program is the result of decades of experience and research, and the result is clear. Officers who graduate from the Delaware State Police Academy are among the best in the country. Science has been applied to crime evidence collection and analysis in ways that were previously undreamed of. Worldwide communications networks have increased the criminal's reach, so Delaware citizens' need for protection extends well beyond the state's borders. The state police have responded by forming a high-technology crimes unit to combat internet and computer crimes. The communications section has made our emergency response network extremely effective, and these are just 7 sections or units out of over 24 that make up the state police.
It's been a remarkable evolution from 1920, when there was 1 traffic officer on the Philadelphia Pike, to today. We're constantly responding to changing conditions and improving our methods. We do so in order to remain a state police force that effectively uses all the resources available to ensure the safety of everyone in the first state. That's a mission that we will always pursue to the very best of our ability.